Tonight, our story begins with 3 young adults involved in a deadly love triangle. This began with the 2 families, Montagues and the Capulets, whose feud did not end without bloodshed. We take you back to the tragic death of Romeo and Juliet. It all began with Romeo and Juliet when they eloped, but Juliet returned to her family, who was unaware of the situation. Romeo was caught in threats and violent actions towards the Capulets multiple times, including the recent murder of Tybalt. Because of his actions, he was taken to court, which found him guilty, but because the defenders argued their case rather well, he was punished with exile from the country rather than getting a harsher sentence. Let's take the story from the beginning. Captured by surveillance cameras in an abandoned area is a drug dealer. Identity found out to be a man named Lawrence. He seems to be reluctantly giving Juliet drugs after much conflict about whether he should or not. And now is an interview divulging more information. This was recorded during a police investigation, and the interviewee is Juliet's nurse.
We learned that Juliet confides into you frequently. Did she mention anything about Romeo?
Yes, she did talk to me about marrying Romeo secretly. I helped arrange the wedding, but after Romeo was exiled, I told her to marry the more gentleman-like Paris.
Do you know anyone else who might know more about this tragedy?
Yes, I know that Romeo is close with Lawrence, the drug dealer.
Believing Mr. Lawrence was caught giving illegal drugs to Juliet Capulet by the footage shown earlier, he was caught and placed in jail waiting for his trial. The police officers questioned him, believing to be able to extract more information from him.
The nurse expressed her thoughts about you having some information about the tragedy of Romeo and Juliet's death. Tell us from when you gave Juliet the drugs.
Juliet argued and threatened to kill herself unless I came up with a plan for her and Romeo to escape. Therefore, I gave her a drug that would put her in an unconscious state that would make her family think she was dead. Romeo would receive a letter of instructions and save her in the middle of the night, and they would escape together.
What went wrong with this plan?
The letter of instructions was not delivered. Believing that Balthazar, Romeo's trusted worker, may have more knowledge about the event, the police officers interrogated him.
Did you have any contact with Romeo after he was exiled?
Yes, I told him that Juliet was dead because that's what was believed at the time. Mr. Romeo and I then immediately secretively went to the graveyard, and he told me to leave him there.
You've been a worker to Romeo for a long time. Is Romeo irrational to commit suicide over this without thinking?
Yes, he is definitely irrational. I believe it's possible that he killed himself after seeing Juliet dead. And there you have it. Romeo Montague was exiled after he married Juliet Capulet secretively. Juliet was forced into an arranged marriage with Paris, causing her to take a drug, allowing her to appear dead. Romeo thought she was dead and killed himself after killing Paris, and Juliet shortly killed herself after waking up and realizing Romeo was dead. Thank you for tuning into Dateline, and join us next week for another exciting crime. Stay safe and good night. Welcome to Dateline.
No, that was way too awkward. You didn't make that
Was multiple times, including the recent murder of Tybalt. But because the defendant
Jenna's becoming a policewoman.
Yeah. Exile. More information. This was And now, wait, I forgot. Because Mr. Lawrence was caught giving illegal drugs. Because Mr. Lawrence was caught giving illegal drugs. There you have it. Romeo Montague was exiled after he married Juliet Capulet secretively, and Paris was. And there you have it. Romeo.
That stick.
What?
No, she stepped on it and blew up.
I thought she said that. It shortly followed, after waking up and realizing Romeo was dead with Paris, causing her to take a drug to appear dead. Romeo thought she was dead. Join us next week for an exciting crime. Wait, was that okay?
Yeah, that's good.
It's Dateline, and join us next week for another exciting crime. Stay safe and good night. Wait, I closed the book too early. Sorry, guys.
Okay, next one
Was
is...
that
Okay, ready? Yes.
Wait. Some over here.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
No, not like
In like this scene, can you see me?
No.
Oh god. Yes, I know that Romeo is close. Huh. I know that Romeo is close with the drug dealer. Okay. Yeah, she did talk to me about marrying Romeo.